Okay, so 10th standard students, are very warm welcome to all the students of JC English High School. Several times I told you, now it is very high time for you people to do the study, go through the topic, go through the notes, question answers also you will get. If your notes, if you have a good concept on your this one topic, then it will be very easy for you to memorize the questions and answers. So in the last video, now we are doing what? Who are the laborers from the organized sector and who are the laborers from unorganized sector based on the securities and facilities of a labor. The laborers are divided into two groups. One is labor from unorganized sector, organized sector, and one is from unorganized sector, organized and unorganized. Organized we have discussed in the last video. What is this? Organized means the company who are there, they are following the rules and regulations of the being prescribed by the government of India. Okay. But also what we have done, that for getting the concept, what I told, which of this type of organization means schools, then your hospitals, okay, industries, they are the private sector, but they are following the rules and regulations so that the labor should be very much secure and they should have all the facilities what they are expecting. So now we will go with the second thing, that is the labor from unorganized sector. So organized means systematic, who follow the rules. Always it will be vice versa, means the opposite to it. Those who are not following the rules and regulations of the government of India being prescribed, they are under the unorganized sector. And person who are working under unorganized sector, which type of labor and which are the companies, we will be discussing that one. So the first thing, the unorganized sector of the labor is that sector where legal provisions means legal rules and regulations. Provisions means the rules and regulations where legal provisions do not completely govern. Maybe there are companies who told that, okay, I am a company but I will not give you the provident fund facilities or leave facilities. One day leave also, you will be leave without pay, like that. There are several companies in our country like this, or several organizations like this who do this type of behavior with their labor. So they are coming under the unorganized sector. They are the laborers who are working, they are very much suffered because they are not getting in time all the facilities what the other laborers are expecting from a company. Of course, when we work for a company, maybe it is a government organization, it is a non-government organization, but there must be some expectation that I will get my salary on time. I must have a health facility benefits. I must have the provident fund facilities. If I am doing overtime, means I am prescribed to work from 9 to 4, but I am working from 9 to 6. Okay, I will work only, but my expectation will that 2 hours I am working, I should get the payment. But where this is not maintained, they are the unorganized sector. Here the relationship between the employer and employee is not guided by any legal provisions. There is no need for registration also. These companies, see, in the organized sector, all the organizations or the company who are doing the business, they have to take permission from the government, that, or which we can say it as license also, that we are going to start a business like this. Please give us the order so that we can do the business like that. Okay. But in the unorganized sector, it is not like that. Here what happened? this thing, there is no need of registrations or taking license, or they will not take license also, because if they take the license they have to follow the rules, so they will not do like that. And these are the small scale industries or small scale businesses, those which are not like a industry, hospital, school, like that. Okay, we will afterwards we will go for the examples. That time you will understand which are the unorganized sector, why they don't take registrations and all. They don't go for it because they think we don't need all these things. Okay, how the business we are doing, we will do like that. There is no tax provisions here. See, if you are not registered with any government rules and regulations, you don't have to pay any taxes, because it is not, your income is not governed by the India government. So if it is not governed, you don't have to pay the taxes. People don't want to pay the taxes, they are not getting registered, so they have to suffer a lot also. But that is not the factor. Only to avoid to pay the taxes and all, they will not do the registrations. And there are very small businesses who don't have the money for the registrations or taking license, and they don't feel that we have any need for all these things. We suppose a thela wala, okay, roadside dhaba, roadside this one shop, okay, they will not take registrations. How our registrations is being taken by a hotel or lodge. Okay, there is no tax provisions. It includes minor transactions. Suppose a cobbler shop or a painter shop who do the painting for your some iron materials and all. They think that there is no need to take all these things. I will take a shop, that is all what business I am doing. There is no need to take any permission from the government for this, so that we can avoid the tax also, because we are earning 100 rupees, out of that why should we will pay 20 rupees as tax. Okay, they are having the small transactions. Vehicle repair, vegetable vendor, vehicle repair, you know, those who repair the vehicles. Vegetable vendors means those who sell the vegetables. Fish vendor, those who sells the fish. Puncture repair, okay, when our bike got punctured or whatever it is, we go for a puncture shop, etc. belongs to this sector. Now you can understand why this type of business are small. So they don't want that we will go for any registrations, or we will go for the rules and regulations. What we will do, what we are thinking, we will give the salary and we will project the working facilities for the laborers. There is no fixed time or duration for this work. In the organized sector, it is mandatory that you should work for 8 hours as per the government rules. But in this type of thing, as this one, fish seller, fish vendor or vegetable vendor, they are doing the work with their co-partners and all for throughout the day. So there is no time duration for this work. Here the laborers earn daily wages. See, in the organized sector, payments are given on the basis of how much work you have done throughout the month. Okay, but here it is on daily wages, means daily you come, you do your work, you take your wage and you go. Tomorrow you don't come, you don't ask for any this type of wages and all, because here the provisions for this leave and all, casual leaves. Casual leave is what? I can take one casual leave. That is means it is a paid leave. I will take leave, but I will get the money for that. Okay, now the fixed pay is below the mandatory pay fixed by the government. Government has fixed some payment, that if you are hiring a person, if you are hiring a teacher for 9th and 10th standard, or maybe it is PU1, PU2, his salary or her salary will be this much. Okay, that is the government rules and regulations. This is the example. But in this type of places where the business is small, they decide how much they will pay, and they always pay the amount which is comfortable for them and which is low as per the government rules and regulations. They don't get benefits. Here the laborer, they don't get benefits like organized sector, okay, such as medical, overtime, benefits, paid leave. Now only I told. Now some other examples I am giving you. From that you will understand who are these labor working for unorganized sector, why they are called unorganized. Okay, construction worker, people working for any apartment and all. Loading and unloading worker, brick clean worker. See, clean worker, clean is nothing. Brick clean means the furnace where the bricks are getting burned. BD worker, then mining worker, and many such workers belongs to this sector. So this is the summarization of your unorganized sector. So with this we have finished your labor from organized sector and labor from unorganized sector. Next class we will go for this topic. Okay, so thank you.